headlines for this hour on VTV News. APEC members appreciate Vietnam's practical and constructive contributions. Prime Minister asked Lai Châu province to promote fast, green, sustainable growth.
Broadcasting from Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. VTV News starts right now.
Hello, it's 8 a.m. local time in Hanoi. You're watching VTV News. State President Võ Văn Thưởng, along with his spouse and the high-ranking Vietnamese delegation, arrived in Hanoi on Sunday morning, concluding their trip to the United States for the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation APEC Leaders Week and bilateral activities, upon the invitations of U.S. President Joe Biden. The success of this trip holds great significance for Vietnam's external relations, both in bilateral and multilateral contexts. It contributes to the maintenance and strengthening of peaceful and stable external relations, crucial for national development. More on this in the following story.
Under the theme, Creating a Resilient and Sustainable Future for All, APEC Year 2023 prioritizes three key areas: interconnectivity, innovation, and inclusivity. These priorities were also highlighted in the speech by the Vietnamese state president at the U.S. Council on Foreign Relations, where he shared Vietnam's perspectives and views on global issues.
What are the reasons behind recent global uncertainties? I think it is due to the non-compliance with international laws, especially the principles of independence, sovereignty, territorial integrity of nations, and peaceful solutions. Problems arise from the fact that many sides refuse to fundamentally address the demand for national self-determination and the legitimate rights of nations. Additionally, the importance of inclusive development within each country and cooperation between countries on inclusive development has not yet been taken into account.
The state president also affirmed that Vietnam supports the strengthening and enhancement of bilateral and multilateral cooperative mechanisms, as well as international coordination, to reduce tension, prevent conflicts, and bring them to an end.
I think President Thuong explained very clearly, how Vietnam sees not only the relationship with the United States, but its role in the world, how it's trying to work to have good relations around the world and be a very constructive international player.
The state president of Vietnam's meetings and exchanges during the APEC summit contribute to promoting deeper and more effective cooperation between Vietnam, other countries, and its partners.
We see the success of businesses as our own success, and the failure of businesses as also the failure of the state in operating policies. We welcome and create favorable conditions for all companies to invest in Vietnam.
One of the key pillars of APEC is to decarbonize and to promote climate-friendly platforms. And Vietnam offers a lot in terms of in looking at new alternatives to energy, including wind and solar, but especially in wind power. Vietnam is looking to green its economy.
The success of the trip holds great significance for Vietnam's external relations, both bilaterally and multilaterally. It contributes to maintaining and strengthening a peaceful and stable external relations situation, which is crucial for national development.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính held a working session with the Party Committee of Lai Châu Province on Sunday to discuss the socio-economic development of the northern mountainous province. More in the following story.
During the working session, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính praised the achievements of Lai Châu Province, emphasizing its significant potential in hydropower development, tourism, and strategic position in national defense and security. However, the Prime Minister also noted that the province's growth has not yet matched its potential. He highlighted the modest economic scale, poor infrastructure system, and difficult living conditions in some areas. The government leader urged the province to promote fast, green, and sustainable growth, improve living conditions for local residents, accelerate poverty reduction efforts, preserve and promote the cultural values of local ethnic groups, protect the environment and ensure defense and security. In addition to implementing development strategies, plans, and the resolution of the Provincial Party Congress effectively, the province should focus on three strategic breakthroughs.
The province must aim to develop a high-tech, ecological agricultural economy and focus on green and digital development for the agriculture sector. For the development of the industry sector, the province should put more effort into processing and manufacturing. Favorable policies should be issued to accelerate the development of the electricity and mining industries. The province should make a breakthrough in tourism, especially by exploiting the potential of the province's geography, particularly the Sinho Plateau. Cultural identities of ethnic groups, e-commerce services, and border trade services should also be focused on.
In addition, the Prime Minister asked that local authorities prioritize the establishment of a peaceful, cooperative, and developed border area. This includes ensuring the effective implementation of policies regarding ethnic groups and religion. On the same day, the Prime Minister laid flowers at the statue of President Ho Chi Minh, accompanied by people from ethnic groups in Lai Chau City.
National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ attended a ceremony on Sunday to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the Vietnam Academy of Finance. During the ceremony, he presented the institution with the Labor Order First Class. The top legislator commended the Academy's lecturers, students, and staff for their contributions to the nation's construction and protection. He also emphasized the importance of the Academy adhering to the policies of the party and state and further developing its goals. Specifically, he highlighted the goals of transforming the Academy into a multidisciplinary and multi-field university that combines basic research, applies research, and technology transfer. In the dispatch urging ministries, agencies, and localities to enhance the management and utilization of electronic invoices to support digital transformations, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính has called on the Ministry of Finance to impose strict penalties on those who violate e-invoice regulations. Additionally, ministries and relevant agencies are expediting the implementations of the National Population Database Connection. Furthermore, the Ministry of Finance is establishing a comprehensive database center for electronic invoices, utilizing modern technologies, suitable solutions, management tools, and data analysis to mitigate risk and promptly prevent counterfeiting and fraud in electronic applications. These measures aim to improve the efficiencies and effectiveness of tax management. Welcome back to VTV News. The golden imperial seals of the Nguyen dynasty, known as Hoàng đế Chi Bảo, or treasure of the emperor, was officially handed over to Vietnam at a ceremony held at the Vietnamese embassies in France. This important event was the result of over a year of negotiations and the implementations of legal procedures to halt the open auctions of the seal and fulfills Vietnam's request for its return. The treasure of the imperial seal holds great cultural importance as a symbol of political power during a specific period in Vietnam history. It also marked the transition from monarchy to the people's democracy in the era of Ho Chi Minh. Returning this seal is crucial for preserving the integrity of cultural heritage, a matter of importance to UNESCO in the field of cultural heritage preservation. Moreover, it demonstrates Vietnam's commitment to fulfilling its obligations under international conventions it has ratified. The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism, in collaboration with Vietnam's permanent delegation to UNESCO in France, organized an art performance program at the Vietnamese Culture Center in Paris last Saturday. The event, themed Night of Vietnamese Heritage, provided an opportunity for delegates to enjoy a unique art program performed by artists from Vietnamese art troupes. This event was held as part of activity to celebrate the 50th anniversary of diplomatic ties and 10 years of strategic partnership between the two countries. The ASEAN's UNESCO Creative Cities Network Conference in Hanoi took place at Hanoi Museum on Saturday with a focus on urban regeneration and sustainable development. The event, held by the Hanoi Departments of Cultures and Sports in coordination with the UNESCO office in the city and the UN Human Settlements Program, was attended by over 100 Vietnamese delegates and 20 foreign ones from member cities of the network in ASEAN and the Asian cities cooperating with Hanoi. More on the following story.
The event underlined the importance of culture and creation to urban development and life quality in ASEAN countries. Participants also discussed the solutions that the network member cities in the ASEAN +3 region can take to capitalize on the resources of culture and creation in the face of many urban issues caused by rapid urbanization and climate change.
We have learned so many things from this event. From other creative cities of other countries, people have come here to share stories of history, of culture, of traditional and modern societies.
I think it's the better for can exchange the knowledge and cooperation with the exchange the knowledge and know-how for the creative city in the future.
The ASEAN's UNESCO Creative Cities Network Conference in Hanoi aimed to provide an occasion for ASEAN countries to learn experience in cultural resources and creation from one another. It also encouraged cities in the bloc to become members of the network.
The connection between modernity and tradition will create a new generation of high-quality cultural products and services. These products and services contain higher creative contents, and they would bring highly valuable content. The connection will help innovative products be more easily accepted by the public.
According to the roadmap from now to 2030, every 2 years, a maximum of 2 Vietnamese cities will develop and submit candidacy documents to join UNESCO Creative Cities Network.
In Vietnam, teachers are highly respected and appreciated by both societies and by students. On Vietnamese Teachers' Day, which falls on November 20th, many generations of students send their best wishes to their teachers. Despite the changes in society, there are always dedicated teachers who remain committed to their students and educations. As a result, despite the passage of time, the strong bond between teachers and students has remained unchanged.
This 80-year-old teacher is welcoming her students who are over the age of 50. The students bring her clean eggs and homemade dishes and wish her a speedy recovery after surgery. 40 years ago, they were her 8th grade students whom she loved as her own children.
I love all of them like they're my children. I encourage them to do their best, even with small things.
We were the oldest in the class and faced many issues during that time. She not only helped us overcome those issues to maintain harmony in class, but also spoke to our parents to support us.
There are always dedicated teachers who wholeheartedly love their students, regardless of the time. Despite being only 2 years away from retirement, this teacher is still looking for ways to help disadvantaged students. This child, an orphan, has dreamed of having a bicycle to go to school for many years.
I've always wished I could have a gray bicycle with a basket. I'm very happy.
I am reassured now that students won't drop out of school and that I can support them with their difficulties.
For nearly 1,000 years, the Confucian approach to education has resulted in teachers being highly respected in society for their knowledge and fairness towards each student.
Teachers should understand every student so that they can guide them towards improvement.
Despite difficulties in remote areas, many teachers still volunteer to go there, with the biggest motivation being their love for students.
And now, as usual, let's continue with the weather forecast. And that's it for this hour on VTV News. To rewatch your program, you can log on to vtvgo.vn or download our mobile application VTVgo. Thanks for watching and goodbye for now.